it's really understandable. Absolutely, really understandable.
It's live, right?
So there's no problem. Yeah, I'm live on my side already. People are
Go
going
ahead.
I'm
crazy.
glad that everybody's in here having a good old time. It's a Saturday for most of us in the world. All right. Well, I am ready to do our show. I think everything is clicking
Yeah,
as it should.
there.
All right. Sorry, everybody. I literally did all that live, like on camera. I've never actually done a setup live for the world to see, but
Okay.
I think I got it completely under control.
All right.
If I can
All
get
right. Can you
this.
guys hear Joe on our side?
Yeah.
Should be able to.
I can also see we have Big E in the building right there. It says, Joe, read the comments. I will read the comments, Big E. Come on. Nia Jax right there in the building. Nia Jax hat in hold.
But that was 11:13, and that was a minute ago, so I don't know. Anybody gonna answer my question in the chat? I'm asking
Gotta
the
get
chat
on there.
Anyways.
We will answer you guys, man.
Yeah.
They need to relax.
I'm talking about on our side. I'm not sure if the audio is coming through.
Oh, they can't hear you guys.
Possibly. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'll see if I can do anything here to fix it.
Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah, see, it's not here moving, but he's also not talking. Joe, give us a shout out. Say something.
There you go.
There's a little bit of Joe.
Shout out to the Wrestling Gap for being late.
Please let us know.
Shout out to you all for waiting, of course, and being enjoying yourself as usual. It's great. And for all those who are complaining that Wrestling Gap is not reading the comments and Joe Best is not reading the comments, we will get to you guys. We're just kind of
everything
our
is
side,
working 100% perfect now. So now we can be a normal show. So hello everybody, we appreciate you, Joe Best TV, for being patient with us
and sticking out with us. Sticking with us for this little awkwardness we have. All right. Okay.
All right.
So do we want to just jump right in?
Basically, right there, it took 15 minutes. Sorry, Joe.
It's all good. It's all good, brother. All good.
All right. Should we start with the predictions, or should we do some talking to some people out there first?
No. So we wanna engage. We wanna engage with with the chats. We want to engage with everyone from Wrestling Gap to Jodo Best. So we're gonna be doing prediction as usual, the way we do it, but the moment we talk about one prediction, I get my answers. Travis does the answers. Also, our lady right there does the answers. Then we go and check out the chats on what they think about the prediction right there. We read their own prediction. Then we go to the next one. I think that's where we're gonna have a good chat.
Get everybody
with also
involved
the
instead of trying to read them all at the end.
on the chat right there.
Definitely, understandable.
That sounds great. All right, we do have some people in our chat. We have Walter with us and Janelle Jackson. Hey guys, we have Ninja with us, and I think earlier we had Javen in here for a minute and Javier. Hey guys, if you're still around. Oh, Brian C's out there. I think we had somebody else earlier too, but I'm not sure. All right, so does it matter which order we go in, or do you want to do?
You don't want to start with champions at the first.
So want to do your tag
Let's do the tag team tournament stuff. Maybe start with the men first.
Okay. All right, so we have on NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day card, which is happening this Sunday. We have the Men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. This is going to be between MSK, who are Wes Lee and Nash Carter, versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, who are James Drake and Zach Gibson. So, Joe, what do you think about what's going on with these wonderful tag teams that were actually real tag teams, which is nice that they put that in there, and they're the winners.
1, 2.
Who you got, Joe?
Actually, guys, I'm not getting your audio in. I'm not getting your audio in. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm not getting your audio in. It was working before, but right now I don't understand why it's not working. Right. So there's a bit of a...
We're hearing you. Can you not hear us at all? Can you see if that's...
Yeah, I don't know.
What the... Is it supposed to be, like, highlighted?
Okay, just a moment. Let me see.
Yeah, this time it's totally I'm taking all responsibility on this.
Yes. It's our fault.
Man, and the way I got myself prepared, I said I don't want to get any messes again. I was so prepared. I don't know, man. Now it's getting on my problem now. Jesus.
I wonder why it would have just stopped.
Multitudes of little things can happen.
I'm gonna have my coffee.
Man,
all right,
this is
so
crazy.
Can you hear us at all?
No, I can hear you because, of course, from the other side. But on Streamlabs, it's actually not working. Okay. It's working. My bad. I can hear it's working. Okay.
All right. Well, let's start that one over.
Do you want me to say it again?
MSK versus the Grizzled Young Vets.
Yes, which is MSK is Wes Lee and Nash Carter, and the Grizzled Young Veterans are James Drake and Zach Gibson, which are both actual tag teams. So it's kind of nice to see actual tag teams in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. So Joe, who do you think is going to?
Sorry. I kinda didn't hear that.
I'm talking plenty loud. Okay. Do you want me to use my outside voice?
Just be like.
I'm being normal. Like. All right. So no, it's fine. So we were talking about the men's Dusty Rhodes.
Wait a second. My stream just cut off.
Oh shit.
That's not good.
Let me see if we can get back.
Pump the brakes.
Ah! Come on now.
Well, we
okay.
Have some people on our
can you guys talk?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
talk.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Totally talk. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, definitely when we're being all quiet, it's really hard to get a message.
I guess we're back. I guess we're back. Are we back, guys? Let me know. Are we okay now?
Everybody hear
on my side?
You're on ours, right? I'm going to go to his.
And
then that way I can kind of keep track of both.
Anybody out there still hear all of us? On our channel, in our chat, and Wrestling chat. Everybody can hear us still? We good?
Guys, I hope we're okay. Okay, let me see. 1 2 1 2.
I hear you just fine on your stream, bud. I'm watching your stream.
No. I'm checking. No, wait. Don't talk. I'm checking an echo. People are saying there's an echo on my side. 1 2. Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. Can you guys?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
So
we can talk.
I'm trying not to add to the echo.
Right.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So, all that good stuff. Just trying to go over the, Vengeance Day card. I think they should have called it the Valentine's Massacre.
3 into the foe. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the dough.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
Okay, guys, I hope.
Okay.
I hope there's no echoing anymore. I hope we're okay on my side. Right. So yes, I can see Javen is like prediction show going wrong.
I think this is normal for us. I think they should just expect it. If everything went right, we should probably try to win the lottery.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Gap, because it has happened to me like twice, and they actually, they were really good with me, so I wouldn't be bad with them.
You're not going to give us too much of a hard time.
You can give us as hard a time as you want to.
We have fixed, Ken. You're good. You can tease us from here to doomsday.
Timbuktu.
Okay, so you can hear us just fine, and I'm gonna ask. Okay,
so
we're gonna go over that Vengeance Day card for NXT TakeOver that's happening for Sunday, and the first one we're gonna talk about is the men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals, and this is between MSK, who are Wes Lee and Nash Carter, versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, who are James Drake and Zach Gibson. So, Joe, who do you think is going to come out on top for this?
MSK, man. MSK all the way. So they are new. They just joined NXT. Basically, we expect them to win this one, and they are a great team. People actually
very
love
fun,
them so
very
much.
energetic. I love them also, and that's who I would also pick. So
yeah. Let's see. I don't mind them. One of the guys reminds me of anime character Afro Samurai, so I think that would be the only reason why I would go with them. And I'm not sure about the grizzled young veterans. Like, so have they been like in? Are they from a different indies like show?
I have no idea where they came from.
Are they new to NXT? But I mean, people talk about them like they've been around for a long time. Is that because they've been in NXT or because they came over from some other company? Just curious.
For all I know, they were in NXT UK, but I have no idea.
For me, what I know there, I've had, my people know, my subscribers always enlighten me on some things that I don't know. Yes. Like the MSK, I've never heard about them. I've never seen them, honestly speaking. So a lot of people are telling me they are from Impact Wrestling.
Yes.
Okay.
So they were from Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, there was 3 of them.
So that's what I heard.
I'd heard about them, and Travis, like he said, there's 3 of those guys. But the grizzled young veterans, like, where did they come from?
What rock did they crawl out of?
NXT UK, yeah. NXT.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So.
Yeah, I was just curious. All right, well, I'm going to go with MSK also.
So it looks like all 3 of us are going with MSK.
Yeah.
How about everybody at home? Who are you guys going with?
Joe, you want to go over what your people are saying?
Okay, on my side, yes, I'm going to start. Javen right here says he's going to go with MSK for the win right there. And of course, I think he's the only one who answered. The other guys are like, "Hey, Joe, you go, you're great," and da. So I think he's the only one who answered that question.
All right. So
I think he's the only one who answered the question. So back to you guys.
On our side, Javen, he is in our chat saying the same thing, MSK. But we also have Walter chiming in. He's going to go with MSK. Chris Akane is in our chat. He hasn't said yet. Ninja says he's going to go with MSK, and Guy Dawson says he's going to go with MSK. So it looks like MSK is pretty much the people that are across the board so far. That doesn't mean that other people won't come in and say, "Hey, I'd rather have this person." No, I want the Grizzled Young Veterans. So if they start putting GYV in there, I'll know who that is.
All right.
Their abbreviation. I'm like, who the hell is
that? And I can see now people are answering.
There we go.
Good.
By the way, people are now coming to answer. I can see, what is his name again? Okay, I can see right there, Aaron says, I'm going with MSK. Grant Tillman also says, he's going to go with MSK also. And Javen right there says, MSK are amazing young men. They are amazing young men. So also, Monster Patrick, welcome. Welcome. Hello. Yes, I think I'm down on my side.
All right, we'll move on to the next one then. We're going to do the North American Championship. So this is going to be between Crybaby Johnny Gargano, because that's what I call him, who's the champion, versus Kushida. Oh, Joe, who do you think's going to win on this one?
Looking at how the things is going on, also, if you guys haven't noticed, Dexter Lumis also wants the North American Championship title. So, I don't see Kushida winning. The match maybe might be interfered by Dexter Lumis, something like that. So maybe to make a disqualification or something. So I'm seeing Johnny Gargano retaining. And basically, we having a triple threat match sooner or later.
Right. Yeah, Austin Theory is also involved with Lumos. I mean, that's kind of who he's been going after.
Yeah, like they've been having some contentions and stuff like that.
So there could definitely be some interference from the outside. I love Kushida.
I do too.
I really do want to pick him because I like the whole Michael J. Fox outfits and all that from Back to the Future.
His energy when he's in the ring too.
And so I really, really want to pick him, but I just don't see Johnny Wrestling losing.
Not yet.
So I'm going to go with Johnny Wrestling also.
To retain. Yeah. And I agree with Joe on the whole people coming in and interfering, like Dexter Lumos, Austin Theory. Those things are going to happen. We know it. It's going to happen. Which is fun. I mean, they seem to be scared to death of Dexter Lumis, which cracks me up. But I really like Kushida. And the fact that they have been pushing him really nicely, I don't think him losing will stop that momentum. I listened to an interview a little bit of what he had said when he came back from an injury that he had, that he was going to show the other WWE wrestling stars in NXT and across the board what it was like to be a champion. And I think that is a good attitude to have. So I really like him, but again, I agree with you guys. I don't think Johnny Crybaby Gargano is going to lose his championship on this particular pay-per-view.
Will he have one of his tantrums?
I think he will. I think that he'll have a tantrum, and then there will be some interference or something, and that will be the end of it. And he'll be still the champion. So.
All right. So what does everybody at home have to say about this one? I actually enjoy this one. I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah. How about on your side, Joe? Anybody chiming in of who they think are going to win?
Yes, I can see already on my side right there. Javen says, I'm going to go with Kushida. So he says Kushida is going to win. Also, I can see Grant Tillman right there says Johnny Gargano. He's going to retain. And yeah, I think those are the only two. The other ones are like, oof, I'm late, but he's here.
You didn't
Isaac, welcome, man.
No,
welcome.
You just missed, the Wrestling Gab having a,
yeah,
a fart.
You're actually... It's actually okay to come back at this time.
Worked out just great for you.
Right? We'll just have to rewind a little bit for the other stuff. So we do have some people in our chat piping in. Walter's going for Crybaby for the win, who is Johnny Gargano in our world. Or my world, actually. Javen is also in our chat saying Kushida for the win, which I respect that. I really do. I really respect that. And Guy Dawson's like, I would have to say Johnny Gargano only because I would think Dexter Lumis is taking the belt from Johnny. And then he says, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But Austin Theory's somehow involved in this.
Yes.
Because Lumis isn't really attacking Gargano as much as he's going after Theory.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, it's almost like two separate storylines that are intertangled.
Kind of colliding and stuff. Just because of the interactions and the grouping of the Gargano family. Which sounds like some kind of weird
Italian thing.
Yeah, Italian mafia mob thing or something. They have little Joe Pesci over there.
I mean,
having his
Austin
little
Theory takes, Johnny Whey protein, so.
Oh yeah, so much better. I don't know. What do you think about Guy Dawson's question there, Joe?
I have nothing to say, man. People always have their own opinions, and which I totally respect. So I don't wanna add anything on that or talk about that. It's all good.
Okay. Let's see. Before we move on, Javen in our chat said I'm going Kushida because Johnny Gargano has been champion 3 times. Give someone else a chance. Which is true, but this is the first time he's actually retained it for more than a day.
Well, he's had it for a while this time.
Most of the time, he 24 hours.
Yeah, true. We need a.
So, and that was the big joke.
Yeah,
right.
It was a huge joke about it.
Yeah, with Leon Ruff or whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go talk about the women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. Okay, and this is gonna be between Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. So none of these are tag teams. I mean, Dakota Kai and Raquel have worked together a lot longer than Ember Moon and Shotzi. I don't know, Joe. Who do you think's gonna go forward? And to just put out there for people, this is so that they can become #1 contenders for the tag team titles that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler hold.
Right.
So just keep that in mind, everybody out there in our audience, when you give your predictions or think about it. So, what do you think, Joe?
Honestly speaking, I'll be straightforward. And if you're a real NXT fan, you will know when Joe Best is saying this. Let's be honest. Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai, they are a best duel. You cannot compare Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai being together and comparing them with Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. I know Ember Moon is one of the best women's superstar we have, but come on, we all know, man. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are going for the win, and I pick them. They need to win it. They will win it. Everybody needs to know that. And if you don't think that way, you're a clown. Simple. Case closed. Man.
I did not bring my clown hat or my nose, but I'm definitely going with Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart on this one.
What in the hell, man? Come on.
I got some clown shoes on. I've got some clown shoes on here, but They're not red. But I am a clown tonight, and the only reason I'm thinking this is because I have a feeling that the match would be better for the titles, the faces against the heels, rather than having heel versus heel when they go to wrestle for the tag team championships.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the only reason I'm even bringing it up, the Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, because I love Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez is by far my favorite wrestler on NXT for the women's division.
Yeah, and she's done really good as a singles wrestler.
Yeah, well, she beat Rhea Ripley.
Really
that's huge. Anytime you can beat Rhea Ripley, I feel like that's a huge step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And they're pushing her more as a singles wrestler, even though, like Joe said, they have worked together for such a long time and worked well together for such a long time.
Maybe Dakota turns her back on her and
maybe
something.
Or
anyways, I don't know how they're gonna win. I'm just going with Ember and.
So Travis is wearing the clown hat.
I will definitely bring my clown nose and hat tomorrow.
He needs to wait. He needs to wait.
So I'm kind of torn between it because I look at the fact of, like Joe's saying, they're one of the best groupings that they have on NXT to go forward for those titles. And I agree with that because they don't really have a women's tag team in NXT that you see all the time, except for Dakota and Raquel working together a lot. Right. They just kind of threw Ember and Shotzi together just for the Dusty Rhodes Classic stuff. And even though maybe they've worked together before, they're both singles wrestlers. They're not really tag team, like, work together wrestlers. I would like to see Ember Moon and Shotzi be the ones that take, the chance to be with Nia and Shayna Baszler. But I kind of have a feeling that, like Joe, that it's going to be Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. And you're going to have big old Nia Jax against, not that Raquel's a big girl, but she's pretty big.
She's tall. She might be taller than Nia.
She's pretty strong. And have, at least give Nia a little bit of competition, I guess you could say.
She can get a little physical with her.
A little bit more physical with her. You like to see when Nia can get physical with girls, because then it doesn't... Like when she... With the little thing last night on SmackDown with Bianca Belair. Mm-hmm. She could get physical with her because Bianca's pretty tough. And she can handle it. And Nia's the type of person that, she kind of botches with these little people, the little girls, the little dainty ones, and they get hurt really easy. So I'm going to say Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. So,
and that's the smart way to go, guys. Anyways,
my,
anybody at home on my side, or am I the only clown in the audience tonight?
To do it.
Wait.
Oh,
let me have a complaint. I want to have a complaint, first of all, with Travis. Travis... He said he wants to see Ember Moon and Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart win, right? But I still feel like, let me see something. I don't know. Okay. So, like I was saying, you all know Cesaro was a heel, right?
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you hear me, guys?
Cesaro was a heel.
Yes, Cesaro was a heel, and you can see right now that Cesaro is having a storyline happening with Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is still a heel. So are you getting the point?
Saying.
So I wouldn't see there's a point.
You can have two heels and the fans.
Yeah, so I don't see if there's a problem. Yes. So still Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai.
Like
Come
I
on.
said, I'm not going to change my
Come
pick.
on. Raquel Gonzalez couldn't have
but it's a very wise pick. There's a 75% chance that you guys are going to win that. Like I get I'm playing the small side.
It's all good points on both sides, really. As Joe says, he respects other people's opinions, even if they are clowns.
True. I just hope I don't become a clown. I just hope that Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai don't they win. If they lose, people will be calling me clowns.
I have to get you a big red
chat, man.
I think you'll be fine.
Tough for me.
So anybody in your chat, giving you answers of who they think is going to win or who they want to see win, I guess, more like it, rather than anything else.
Yes, on the chat right now, I can see Javen right there says, I'm going with Shoti, Blackheart, and Ember Moon. They deserve it. Also, right there, I can see Grant Tillman says, I think Ember Moon and Shoti, Blackheart for the win. Also, Aaron right there says, he's going with Shoti Blackheart
Oh,
because she's
yeah, that's
hot.
a really good
Well,
pick.
that's science
Let
right
me see.
there.
Each to
What
their
else?
own, I guess.
Yeah.
Anybody else on your side?
Yeah. I can. Let me see. Javen says, and Joe, you're calling a clown. What? What you mean I'm calling a clown? I don't get it. Okay, I think I'm down on my
Okay.
side.
So on our side, we have a couple people coming in and saying some stuff. Walter is going with Ember Moon and Shotzi for the win. We did have Javen in our chat popping in and saying Shotzi and Ember also. We do have Ryoto out there. Hey, Ryoto. He says
Ryoto.
Dakota needs to win, but Ember is getting a monster push since coming back. So that's his thing. He thinks because of her push that's kind of what they're doing is pushing her for the win. Okay. Guy Dawson's like Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez because they are the more established team. And yes, what do you guys think? We've already kind of answered that. That
Yes,
Joe
basically
and
using
I
intelligence.
I mean, Joe, I, and Travis. Travis agree they're a more established team of working together. And that's about it. That's all we got on our side. So, okay. Anybody else chime in, Joe? Or are we good to move on? Okay.
No one literally. Just I don't know. People are saying it's kind of lagging on my
Uh-oh.
side. I don't know. Uh, is it lagging?
It looks
I
like
don't
it's
get it.
fine on mine.
And my Wi-Fi is so powerful. I had to change my Wi-Fi. It's so powerful, man. Saying it's a lag. I
So
don't know, but it works correctly on my side. Maybe it's the internet. You
do
better
we
guys check on
want
the
to
internet.
save the women for last on this one?
The championship, the women's championship for last?
Yes.
Yeah.
What, the triple threat?
Or do you want to talk about it now?
Or do you want to go right into it right now?
Uh, the way you decide is okay. I'm in for
Let's save
anything
the
that you
women
guys
for
want to go through.
last.
So yes, as long as we make the prediction.
I feel like we
and
should save the women for last because I think there's going to be a little bit more to talk about.
Right. Okay, so we're going to talk about then the NXT
Yeah.
championship between Finn Balor, who's your champion, versus Feminine Physique, Pete Dunne. So, Joe, what do you think's going to happen here? Think they're going to, give Pete Dunne a good chance?
For me, I would really want to see. I'm a big fan of both of these guys. I'm a big fan of Finn Balor. I'm a big fan of Pete Dunne. Um, Man, this is gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a hard, crazy
Right.
fight between these two guys. And to be honest, Finn Balor has been having the NXT Championship title for a very long time now. I would want to see Pete Dunne win. I'm gonna go with Pete Dunne. I
Wow.
would want to see Pete Dunne become a champion. Pete Dunne would have not lost matches on Kyle O'Reilly just to get an opportunity one more time again to lose. So I don't see that happening. So
There
Pete
you
Dunne
go.
for the
That's
win.
bold. To me, it didn't make a lot of sense that Pete Dunne's even in the match
True.
because he had lost to O'Reilly, like you were just saying, and then O'Reilly went on to wrestle Balor and lost straight up.
Yes.
And so I was like, well, why is Pete Dunne getting an opportunity here? It didn't really make sense. It was almost like they forced the storyline. So I'm obviously going to go with Finn Balor before I go too much further into this. And that's the only reason because I feel like Karrion Kross, Finn Balor is going to be a big draw when that happens. Whenever that happens, whether it's at WrestleMania time or before.
Yeah, I cannot call you a clown because at least this one makes a
Right.
lot of sense also.
Right? It's true. And, and you guys bring up that point. Before Finn Balor was the champion again, Karrion Kross had it. Just because he got an injury and had to give up the title doesn't mean that he doesn't get a chance to be champion again.
Yeah.
So how are they going to put that in if they put Pete Dunne in there as the champion? How are they going to build the storyline with him and Karrion Kross? I mean, it'll take a while. They'll have to take some time to do it. But with Finn Balor retaining the championship, it gives Karrion Kross a chance to
say I didn't lose it.
I didn't really lose it.
That's
I'm
mine.
just, it's mine.
You're a placeholder.
You're just holding my place for a second.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting it back as he gets back on his feet and has stuff. But, that also comes into play of why on earth he's beating up, what's his face, the Phantasma, whatever, the 205 champion guy.
Santos Escobar.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Santos Escobar.
Yes. So why are they pushing that? Karrion Kross is definitely not in that weight class.
He disrespected him.
Okay, so he disrespected him. Okay, so he's like, I'm just going after everybody. Here's a tarot card.
And then he sent his boys after him to beat him up on Wednesday, and that didn't work out too well.
Yeah. Oh.
So that just pissed him off even more.
That just pissed him off more. Not that I think that that Pete Dunne isn't a good choice, but I am gonna stick with Finn Balor retaining the championship. And not because I don't feel that Pete Dunne doesn't deserve pushing to get it, but one, he just came back after he's been gone for a while, and two, I think he needs to be humbled a little bit before he becomes a champion, if that's where they're going with him. That's just my opinion, though. So
I have a feeling he'll move up to the main roster before he becomes champion.
Possibly.
But that's just me.
So I'm just going with Finn Balor. So no hate to anybody who picks Pete Dunne. I think he looks like somebody like Pinhead from a show, but that's all right. He's a very
judging people by the way they look is not how you win wrestling matches, people. Seriously. Well, I want Shotzi Blackheart because she's pretty.
Just because every time I see him, I'm just like, he's such an odd-looking little man. And I'm sure everybody thinks that about me, so I'm good. All right, anybody on your side, Joe, of what they have to say about that particular match?
Yes, right now I can see Javen right there. Of course, Javen right there says Finn Balor will win, no questions asked. Also, Aaron right there says Pete Dunne is gonna win because Finn Balor sucks. Also, right there, Aaron is like he has no charisma, so Pete Dunne is better. Grant Hilmer says Finn Balor wins, no competition.
It's like.
Javen, also right there I can see Tommy T in the building. Welcome.
You're a clown.
Javen also says Pete Dunne didn't earn it. Yeah, and he says Aaron is saying I also predicting that Edge with this match. Okay, and Javen is like Aaron, you're a clown, and he's like, no offense, he's saying Aaron is a clown. So yeah, let me see another comment right there. Javen also says Pete Dunne didn't deserve the opportunity and it. So yeah.
Too funny.
So people on our side, we do have Ayla in the chat right now. Hey Ayla, we have Fat Lisa's with us. Hey Fat Lisa's, he's just saying I'm cleaning up the kitchen while listening to y'all predictions. You don't have any predictions? What? Huh? Fat Lisa's, you're supposed to give us some predictions out there.
You got to throw in your picks, boss.
Anyways, Ryoto's like Dunne will win. Be setting up a long feud with Balor for at least 4 months. Oh my God, how horrid. Sorry. I mean, that's great. That's an amazing information there. Javen is agreeing in our chat, agreeing with Travis about Finn Balor. Ryoto is like Escobar carrying a feud for 2 or 3 shows. Okay. Guy Dawson says, I think he didn't get the belt fast because people would get mad at NXT because they are giving Kross the belt too fast. What do you guys think?
Well, Kross got hurt.
Kross had the belt.
Kross won the belt. He beat Keith Lee,
champion.
But he got hurt. He separated his shoulder, so he had to get a surgery, and he was out for 2.5 months. He came back right at the end of December, I believe, maybe
something like that.
Maybe the end of January. Anyway, somewhere
close around there.
But he's been back for a while now.
Yeah. Tommy T is like Wrestling Gab. I have a question. Do you think Kross will face Escobar? Well, we just kind of talked a little bit about that.
I don't know if it's going to happen at the pay-per-view. It looked like it was going to happen on Wednesday.
Yeah. Guy Dawson says he's got Finn Balor for the win. So, interesting. All right.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate that. Let's move on to the ladies.
All right.
Yeah, there's a big war, man. There's a big war.
So we have the NXT.
Definitely excited about the women.
Yeah, the NXT Women's Championship. This is going to be a 3-way match between Io Shirai, our champion, versus Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez. Ooh.
Who you got?
Oh, Joe.
Joe,
Do
who you got on this?
This is a tough one. This is a tough one, man. Remember, Mercedes Martinez, she's a tough lady. Tony Storm, she's a tough lady. Io Shirai, she's a tough lady. Hi, triple threat match. Jesus Christ. It cannot even get better than this. But anyway, let me see.
Io Shirai.
Io Shirai retaining. Io Shirai
I
retaining.
had a
I
feeling.
already know why I'm
Io
going with.
Shirai's so tough, she gets in garbage cans and just jumps off things.
Like 20-foot jumps. Like, holy shit.
She don't care. She's going off Niagara Falls next weekend. Like, she's
Barrel.
crazy.
With
In
just
a trash
suspenders.
can.
In a trash can.
No.
Yeah. What do you think, Travis?
Oh, this one's so tough because I want to be all like creative and make up a big storyline, but I just don't know if they're going to do that. But I have a feeling that we might see a new champion, and it's going to be because Io Shirai moves up to the main roster, and then they go ahead and have Tony Storm pin Mercedes Martinez, or Mercedes Martinez pin Tony Storm.
Yeah.
But one of those two are taking the loss, not Io. But it's so tough because it would just make so much more sense to pick Mercedes Martinez, but I just don't know if they're
ready.
if they'll do that.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with Mercedes Martinez. Just throw out, I just go against the grain. I'm in the 10%.
You're getting the thumbs down from Joe, and where's the clown emojis?
I've got the clown outfit back on. I will get me a hat that is a clown
Joe
outfit.
does not respect your opinion on this. He says he respects opinions, but he don't respect that one.
Well, I don't respect that one, but I respect most opinions.
That would sink to high heaven. I didn't know we were living in a barn.
That's good.
I'm out there living with the animals.
All right. All right. So, okay. So I really like Io Shirai as a champion. I think she brings a lot to the NXT Women's Champion spot. She's brought it a lot more face time. She's willing to face any opponent, no matter who they are. She's really good at helping the storylines for other people and building them up. The stuff she's been doing with Mercedes Martinez is great. I think that is a wonderful way for a champion. I personally agree with Joe. I don't think that Io Shirai is ready to have the championship off of her quite yet. I see it coming. I see it happening. But I think that they need to build something more to where Mercedes Martinez has been there before. Then she kind of left and was with Retribution. Then she was like, I don't like the way this is going. I want to go back to NXT. So she did. So she's kind of like new, right? So you have to kind of not just give her 4 weeks of saying, oh, hey, here's the title. I hate it when they do that, but it's part of a WWE or an NXT and wrestling world, and they do that kind of stuff. But
She's been in the business for 20 plus years.
But that doesn't make you a champion. Being in the business for 20-something years doesn't make you a champion.
Yeah, look at Kofi Kingston.
I get the Kofi.
Kingston, it took how long for him to become a champion?
Look at Kofi Kingston. How long was he in the company, and he just received the title,
which I loved his title run, by the way, and I was very embarrassed how they ended that title run.
It was horrible how they ended. It was embarrassing.
But anyways, we don't need to talk about that right now. Here nor there.
But I just look at it like that. You have to work for it, and Kofi worked for it. So Mercedes Martinez needs to work for it. And I get that Toni Storm was an NXT UK champion and da-de-do-de-do-de-da, but we're not in NXT UK. We're in NXT. That's different. You have to build yourself back up. I don't care if you had a following in UK. I don't care if you were the bestest over there, and so on and so forth. You have to make a name for yourself in the brand you're at now. Whether or not they interchange and move people here and do stuff there. But at the same time, does she really deserve it? Like, has she done enough to deserve it right this second? So that's just my opinion. So I'm going with Io Shirai, and I'm done.
Mic drop. Smack.
Yes.
All right, everybody at home, let us know.
Yes, come on.
I want all the predictions.
Joe's chat. Tell him what you think. Give him your predictions. We all want to know.
Yes. Okay, in my chat. Okay, let me see. I kind of have to go back a little bit so I can read the comments that I missed. Okay, let me see. Where do I start now?
It's flourished.
Javen right there. Okay, no, let me see.
He's a mod who times it.
Man, there's been a lot of chat. I'm just looking to where to start. Okay, Javen right there says Io Shirai or Tony Storm. Also, Grant Tillman right there says Tony Storm. Persistent right there says I'm going with Tom Hot. Javen right there says Io Shirai or Tony Storm. Persistent say let me see. I'm gonna miss that. Okay. Nia Jack says Joe. I'm going with Tony Storm. Welcome back, Nia Jax. Also, I can see who else. Let me see. Uh, okay, Aaron right there says I'm going with Tony Storm because she's my wife. What? Okay. Yes, I think I'm done with that.
Yes.
I think I'm
so
done
in
with
our
that.
chat, we have a couple people. Walter is going for Tony Storm for the win. The new champ, Tony Storm, all the way.
Wow.
Tommy T said, I agree with Travis. So I'm guessing something to do with Mercedes Martinez. He didn't really say anything more. It was kind of a little bit before we kind of were done, so I'm not sure if that was it. Guy Dawson is going with Mercedes Martinez by pinning Tony because I think Io is going up to the main roster and Tony is boring. So that's what Guy Dawson thinks in our chat. Awesome. And Fat Laces is actually giving us a prediction. Oh my God, are you okay, buddy? It's like Io retains. Oh, Mercedes doesn't deserve the strap yet. Maybe Tony can do a one-on-one set with Io and Storm will win it down the line. There you go. Hey, that's a good one. See, that's along the same lines I was kind of talking about. So.
Right.
All right.
It's a little bit of a recycling story because that's what they did with Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley, and then Rhea won it, and they filled the ring up with people, and they all celebrated, and then she lost it to Charlotte and hasn't been the same since.
Yep, true. It is. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen to Io because I think she deserves more respect than that. Anyway, so Joe, it looks like we don't have anybody else piping in yet. Do you have anybody's?
Yeah, and also I want to bring.
Go ahead,
yeah.
boss.
Travis right there. He talked about that Tony Storm. Did he say Tony Storm or Martinez? He said one of them is going to win. But one thing that I know about this is that between Tony Storm and Mercedes, remember they were friends, and then now they're having a beef. Which means that's another storyline that is going on between Mercedes Martinez and Tony Storm, which apparently disqualifies them already from winning the title. Because during a triple threat match, they will, the beef will go to their heads and they will start beefing inside the ring, forgetting that this is for the title match. And one of them might lose it, whether it's Martinez getting pinned by Io Shirai or maybe Tony Storm. So that's why I said Io Shirai is going to retain because of that.
Right.
So,
yeah. And if Io Shirai is going to stay in NXT for a long term, then she's going to be champion.
Yeah.
She's the best person they have besides maybe Dakota Kai or Raquel Gonzalez that can be a champion. But they haven't done anything towards that direction.
No. No, and they haven't really the only thing that kind of has been about her maybe losing it is with the Mercedes Martinez line of stuff.
Right.
So that's the only storyline with Io Shirai and somebody kind of going after her over and over and over and over again since she came back.
Right.
But as Joe said, the beef between Tony and Mercedes is actually even more so than whatever Mercedes beef is with Io Shirai, because that might just be.
We could wait till Wednesday, and then on Wednesday, Raquel Gonzalez could attack Io Shirai, and that would start up their WrestleMania type match.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. So, all right. Well, we got all our predictions in. Everybody at home, you got your predictions in. Write them down. Keep them, safe and close, and make some comments on ours and make some comments on Joe's after our show's done to say who your picks are for the whole time. Do you want me to go over the card matches one more time?
If you want, you can hit them up real fast.
Okay, so the matches that are going, and I'm not going to give predictions, just the matches. The matches that are going to be on Sunday are the Men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. It's MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans. The NXT North American Championship between Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. The Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. This is between Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. The NXT Championship, Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. And then the NXT Women's Championship, which is a triple threat between Io Shirai versus Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez.
That's a hell of a card.
It is. It's pretty exciting.
NXT knows how to do it, and it's going to be straight actions. You're not going to get a lot of recaps.
Right.
The pay-per-view is going to last 2.5 hours, and it's going to be in your face and over.
It's going to be, it's going to be bam, 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 bam. There's going to be a lot of action.
It's so Joe can go spend some time with his lady.
Ooh.
His lady friend. Although it'll be bright and early in the morning, so that might not happen.
Anyway, guys. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much today because I'm just getting ready. Remember, today we are having a big pay-per-view for Impact. So yes, stay tuned. Tonight we're having an Impact Wrestling pay-per-view known as No Surrender. So all those who love Impact, Jodo Best is going to be live. Of course, Wrestling Gap is going to be there. So yeah,
I will definitely be checking in on you. There is a UFC pay-per-view tonight, so I will probably be watching that more. But I will be talking to you.
Joe's face. UFC pay-per-view. That's right.
All right, everybody.
Because I never knew there was a UFC pay-per-view tonight.
Aww.
I didn't check, so I was surprised. Because I'm thinking of next week. Yeah, I'm thinking of next week, Mayweather versus Jake Paul. So that was what I was thinking about. So when I had UFC tonight, I was
Paul Mayweather fight is delayed.
Yeah. On their site for wherever they're going through, they keep showing it as delayed, that they're not showing it on the 20th.
Yeah, they sent me an email and said that it was delayed, so that they're trying to come up with another date.
Yeah. So I would not put all your eggs in that basket. Until you get closer to that date.
All right.
But on the 27th, Canelo Alvarez is fighting. And that's one I'm looking forward to. He's the most popular boxer in America that I'm aware of.
Yes.
Or Mexico.
Yeah.
He's very popular.
North America, you could say.
All right, anyways, well, Joe, we're going to let you go so you can get ready for Impact. You guys at home, if you want to, make sure that you're watching Impact tonight with Joe.
Yeah, and subscribe to his channel.
If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to Joe the Best Wrestling TV.
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and also, guys, if you're watching on Jodo Best Wrestling TV, remember, as usual, Wrestling Gap, Jodo Best, we are together. We are always a family. We always respect each other, and we always support each other, as usual. Any predictions that is happening, we are always live for predictions together, as usual. And another thing is, go there, give them a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Of course, we want them to reach 1,000 subscribers. Yes, that is what we're aiming for. We want them to reach 1,000 subscribers. And for sure, you guys can do that. And yes, don't forget also to subscribe on my channel, turn on the notification bell, give me that like if you've enjoyed the stream tonight, and also remember, Impact is going to be going down in the next 5 hours or 6 hours, I guess. So yes,
make sure you get some sleep,
tuned.
Joe. Get some rest.
Bless up. And yeah, I will. Just a moment. Shout out to Wrestling Gap. Shout out to Aaron right there. Shout out to Javen. Shout out to who else? There's a couple of names here. Shout out to Sandy. Shout out to Joven. Shout out to Persistent. Shout out to Grant Tillman. Shout out to who else? Let me see. Who have? Did I say Aaron? Okay. Shout out to Aaron. If I repeat your name twice, you're lucky. Shout out to Tommy T. Shout out to. Let me see. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Nia Jax. Shout out to Big E. Shout out to Kalito. Shout out to Alex Mason. Shout out to let me see what else we're missing. Shout out to Monster Patrick right there. Shout out to who else? Jesus Christ, you guys are so many. I'm even forgetting the names. Shout out to Productions. Shout out to who else we have? Mega Flynn, shout out to you one more time. Shout out to Brandon Johnson. Jesus. Who am I missing, man? Oh my God. I think those are the ones I can see here. Of course, yes. And shout out to everybody, of course, on Wrestling Gap's chat right there. For all those who I don't know their names, shout out to you guys. So, yes.
And thanks to all of our people in our chat. We really appreciate you guys. Fat Laces, Guy Dawson, Walter. You guys are amazing that you stick around with us. You guys are probably one of our main people we see a lot in our chat, so we really do appreciate everything. And all the other people that hung out with us today, we really appreciate you too. So.
All right, well, we're going off. We appreciate your Wrestling Gab, but we're going to stay on Joe to Best TV for a minute, but we're going off on Wrestling Gab. So bye-bye, everybody.